What does a screwdriver and microwave technology have to do with wood destroying insect inspections? Find out. Hi, I'm Special Agent Gary and I help buyers and sellers in the Corpus Christi area. With me today is Justin with Beech Tree Inspections. Not only do they provide home inspections, but also wood destroying insect inspections and pest control. Justin, Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
I do appreciate it.
So, Justin, what kind of training do you have as far as doing the wood destroying insect inspections?
So, the schooling is the number one. You know, we do online courses and of course in the field training. In the field training for me is a lot better than the schooling. I'm a hands-on guy. So I did a year of on-the-job training with the owner of the company, and I did sure learn a lot. The schooling itself, though, teaches you everything you need to know about termites and wood-destroying insects.
Okay, one thing I want to mention is that we're doing this inspection as a demonstration. This isn't one of my listings or a client. Usually what happens if there's an inspection, what I'll do is I'll provide a list of inspectors and the client chooses their inspector, and it's between my client and the inspections. Normally if I'm at an inspection, I'm there to open a door. Usually I'm out of the way. So this is for demonstration purposes. Okay, so Justin, what's the first thing when you get to a house, what's the first thing you normally do as far as
First thing when it comes to wood destroying insects, per state laws, we do have to draw all structures on the property. We use a laser measure, pen, paper, simple stuff like that. We'll draw the house, any outbuildings, garages, detached garages, stuff like that. Once that's completed and we're going around the structure, we are looking for conducive conditions for termites. Conducive condition could be something as simple as dirt touching the bottom of the wall itself on the exterior, a wooden fence up against your house, you know, hoe sticks or any type of material that's up against your house. It gives them pretty much a highway to your home for subterranean termites. Subterranean termites come from the ground into your home up. Dry woods will come from the air. They essentially fly from one house to another house and start attacking it. So when we're conducting inspections, we go around with our screwdriver.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the screwdriver and the dustpan.
We go around tapping the house. So, you know, we'll tap the bottom of the soffits, soffits and the fascia boards all the way across the home. And essentially what we're looking for is a term called frass. It's what they excrete. Termites eat wood and they essentially excrete it.
What about the dirt up against wood siding?
So the dirt itself for subterraneans, you know, we like to see the slab on a slab foundation. You're supposed to have at least 2 or 3 inches of the slab actually showing. When you have dirt to the bottom of your wall and no slab showing, you're giving them an entry point to your home because they don't have to go anywhere. They can come straight from the ground up into the backside of that wall.
Okay, so this house has cedar siding, and so it should be good because cedars has natural insect repellent, right?
Not necessarily. So cedar, new cedar, yes. Over the years, cedar dries out and it turns soft, essentially. Termites love soft wood. I mean, they'll love anything that's wood, essentially. But over the years, 20, 30, 40 years, cedar will eventually dry out and become, you know, pretty much a buffet for termites.
Okay, Justin, when people think about wood destroying insects, we think of termites, but it's not just termites, right?
Oh no, it definitely isn't. You have, carpenter bees, powder post beetles, moisture beetles, carpenter ants. A lot of people don't think ants can chew away at your house. They sure can. But around in the area, you know, it's carpenter ants, carpenter bees, drywoods, and subterraneans we see the most.
So when you're tapping on the house and you have this dustpan,
yep,
what are you looking for? Because to me, this looks like some dirt in your dustpan.
Here, we're actually looking for the frass. This is what all termites pretty much excrete. Some are different colors. Subterraneans, we characterize subterraneans a little differently, but this stuff right here looks like just like roach poop, but essentially it doesn't smear or anything like that. This is what drywoods essentially excrete. And when you look underneath it with a magnifying glass, you see there's little ridges. There's 6 of them. And that's how we identify drywoods. And these are the most common next to subterraneans.
Okay, Justin, so one of the reasons agents have our inspectors experts, how do I know if this is dry rot or some kind of wood destroying insect like a termite?
So there is certain characteristics that we look at when it comes to looking at, areas of the home. This may look like dry rot, and most of it probably is, but we look for things like these little kick holes.
Okay.
And these kick holes are the tunnels for termites, and for drywoods, they enter and then they fill them with frass. So if you were to tap this area, frass would be coming out of these little kick holes. Okay. So a lot of it is moisture, but there was definitely a presence of drywoods.
Okay, Justin, so a lot of times you're doing inspections of property that is listed for sale, and owners sure don't want you cutting into the wood to know if there's termites in there. How in the world do you know if there's actual termites in that wood?
So according to the state, we're not allowed to make any type of evasive measures or anything like that. It technically is a visual inspection only. But with training and schooling, you learn to identify the presence of termites almost just by looking. Over years and years of training, me personally, I still have trouble sometimes. We actually have to get in it, tap around it, and find frass and find the evidence of actual termites. Some people can just look at it, depending on how many years of training you've had, so something like this, for me, I would actually get down on my knees and try to get frass out of this area, or use a specific tool that we use as a company to actually find movement within the wall itself.
Something that's going to give real data of, is there actually termites crawling through that wood?
Yes, it actually senses movement within the wall.
So what is this device you have here?
So here is the Termitrack.
Okay.
The Termitrack uses microwave technology to actually penetrate the wall. It can penetrate all building materials except steel, but it can penetrate 4 inches of building material. So we can actually look in this wall using microwave technology. Oh. So this right here is the Termitrack system. This is a dedicated phone that came with the system itself. Right now it is currently sitting down on the deck of this structure, and as you can see, the radar has no spikes. It is because it is level and there's no movement. The shake side of this diagram, it detects you as a person if you're shaking or not. So when you see movement on the shake side, it's not detecting any movement within the wall, it's actually detecting your hand. What you want to see is the radar side of this wall. So I'm going to grab it and you're going to see it move. So it detected me grabbing it, and I'm going to put it up against this wall flat with the actual wall itself. So the shake here is my hand. The movement you're seeing here is because it's not flat line. We know that there's no movement within the wall when it's flat lined. So there is a little bit there. We can actually change the gain on it and take a look at the actual movement inside. So using the Thermotrex system without beating on this wall or anything like that, just from the sheer signs of what I can see from the exterior of it, I can see that there's actually live termites in this wall.
Wow.
It's a neat system.
So this gives you, and you're able to record this?
Yep, I can record the whole entire recording of this and actually send this to my clients or anything like that, and actually go over the report, because it is a cloud-based software.
And this is, you can kind of detect a pathway that they're using?
So this gives us the ability to be able to spot treat more precisely. Instead of just spraying the whole wall, we can actually find where they're moving the most and treat that area.
So in pest control, they're trying to get away from, tenting an entire house now?
Yes, so tenting itself is a very expensive process. You have to have certain regulations and licenses in play to be able to tent. With spot treatments, if we only find, a few spots of drywoods or a few spots of subterraneans, we can come in and spot treat. But this tool allows us to actually give more of a precise treatment, and we can actually treat where they're coming in from.
Okay, Justin, thank you for coming out and helping our viewers understand what happens in a wood destroying insect inspection. A lot of times, I recommend all my buyers to, not just get the general inspection, but also wood destroying insect inspection. But why would a seller want to have a pre-listing inspection, for instance?
So when it comes to pre-listings, when we talk to certain sellers and stuff like that, and we recommend pre-listings so that when they get our report, they're not overwhelmed. When it comes to home inspections and WDI reports, most people are shocked because of how extensive the report is. They lived in their home for so long and have done bare maintenance, bare minimum maintenance. With a pre-listing, we can come in and show you what you can fix before you list your home. Because no matter what, 99% of the time, your buyer is gonna get a home inspection and we're gonna find the same thing. And they're gonna request certain things to be fixed and whatnot, so you're better off already getting the report and knowing what needs to be fixed. You can start bare minimum and just fix the wood rot around your home, and that makes a big difference. In a newer home, not so much, but most homes are already, older within themselves. So it's better to get a pre-listing, and that way at least and you're not so shocked by my report.
And it's not that expensive to get an inspection, right?
No, it is definitely not.
Another one of those things that's well worth the money spent. And I've seen it firsthand that inspections can break a deal, and you don't want that. Nobody wants that. So I really appreciate you helping our viewers.
Yes.
And speaking of help, I'm going to say my main commission is helping you.